keep your carry at full HP. So they're gonna put the Morphling bottom, they're gonna put the Abat in mid, and we'll see how that ends up working for them. I think that can actually hurt. We saw that Morphling last time versus the Sand King and Techies. That's literally what they played against, and they dominated. The lane actually was, I wouldn't say like complete domination about just like the laning phase, but it enabled Melez so hard in the game. I'm actually looking at the stats. He got a 10-minute blink dagger on the Sand King in that game. So he was able to just kind of continuously look for these kills with the Techies. So yeah, that's what I'm looking for. And Astral, he's a Techies player. Ramses. Cry that can't quite get in range.
Yeah, he's going to be fine. But, I mean, yeah, that's sort of that's the bottom lane. I mean, looking at the other lanes, any sort of tough times for anybody?
I've never seen Abaddon versus Void Spirit. Sounds quite fine for Abaddon, to be honest with you.
I think so, yeah.
And then top, I think this is a really strong lane, Wraith King and AA, but you're into Enchantress. Enchantress just, it just breaks the lanes. If you don't actually end up blocking the camp successfully, or if Enchantress just gets lucky and gets a good creep anyway, it's devastating. So they could still get some type of kills, but I think Enchantress can just body the AA out and also even zone the Wraith King, or even kill the Wraith King, as we've seen players like Taiga play really confident around that enchant.
They're gonna go on Iceberg. We'll get the shield off first. It blocks a bit of the damage. Still, certainly taking quite a hit here before the landing stage.
Yeah. That is definitely painful. Someone salve him up. Oh, yeah. We see. I think Roger salved him. Yep, good.
He did, yeah.
That's nice. So, yeah, just buy more regen immediately. Whatever you see the Techies lane, buy more regen. And they will see it's actually a tri-lane to start it out. Interesting. That's Roger will get the 2. So 3 runes for the side of Na'Vi.
Nice ward.
More money for regen.
You've got to be careful, though, against these 3, right?
Yes.
These 3 are down here. They're looking to kill.
Absolutely. So always want to fight. This is literally his job. Just run around chasing Techies. Don't help last hit in the lane for the Morphling, because Morphling should be able to do fine versus that Sand King. And yeah, just hit him. This is good stuff. Excellent bash. Always want to fly. Get him again. And you pull the Sand King out of lane. Like completely. So yeah, perfect stuff. I think Spirit Breaker might be one of the better solutions for this too, other than, I guess, if you have like a Nature's Prophet support, which is probably the absolute best, but this hero is so tanky, who cares if you get actually suicided on?
Sure, well, you feel like you're just going to be able to keep playing like this, and it's going to be enough to stop them from doing anything about V-Tune farming.
And I love this. So this is what I'm always hoping to see these 5 positions do. When you're playing versus a Sand King, even versus like these TAs and stuff like that, you know how much they're going to stack, block it out. So do love the moves already from Always Want to Fly. And he gets the single pull off in the bottom lane too. So no time wasted from this Spirit Breaker. Even lets the range creep go by. Good stuff already. And they're really punishing the Wraith King top right at the start. 2 last hits, forced to use a salve right away. As that Enchantress just goes for impetus. So there you have so many different options. If the camp is blocked, you can always go for that route.
I see that Iceberg sitting pretty low here. What's got coming out of the guy? He has got the bottle done, so we'll manage to stay out, get one of those runes around this 2-minute mark. Yep.
And look, always want to fight. Literally doesn't care. Look, he's like, "Grats, you're hitting me as Techies." Like, I just don't even care whatsoever.
I mean, what do you do if you're the Techies and Sand King?
You got to just go for the kills anyway. But that's the job of the Spirit Breaker. It's like an ogre.
Yeah. It just tanks everything.
Tank everything. Morphling 12 last hits to the 8. This is a really successful start here for Na'Vi. Beautifully done from Always Want to Fly.
Yeah, I guess. And do you think this was sort of planned in advance in the draft by Na'Vi? I mean, we saw them. You know, they were happy to slam out the Morphling. When they did that, do you think they were?
Doesn't have mana for the shield. If he had mana for shields, he can just dive that.
Yeah, Desperate's got to be pretty careful. I mean, Desperate, he's not going to... Well, okay, no, both runes are still there. So we'll be able to
owning.
Yeah,
first time I've seen Abba versus Void Spirit, but yeah, it looks like Abba is having a very successful time. Even though he got very pressured at the start, did have that salve, of course, as we said, from his buddy Enchantress. Bottom, they do connect. Is it enough? It's enough.
There we have it. The duo getting the job done, despite so far Always Want to Fly's best efforts to keep them off the Morphling. Finally able to strike.
I actually want to say that Always Want to Fly, maybe even just like suiciding when he was that low, might have been worth it instead of him like sticking around at like 100 HP, because then he can't give information where the Techies is. So gets that kill onto the Morphling. Nicely done from PuckChamp. Bring more regen. I saw only 1 salve and 1 tangle brought up. I Always Want to Fly. Bring more. Gotta just buy another salve right now, honestly. Like that's pretty much like the best way to deal with this, especially if you're playing with this hard carry morph. V-Tune is still free farming, but these type of deaths do hurt.
We'll see. I mean, I suppose when you're playing the Abba from the mid lane, what are you going for? Is it going to be sort of maybe like a similar vein as what we saw from No One when he played like the Magnus mid? He'll go for like some sort of auras and things to buff the team up, or can you build for yourself?
I want him to build for himself because Morphling is gonna can have a bit of a tough game versus the AA. So I want him to go for more of like a. I'm fine with him going honestly with Phase Radiance.
Phase Radiance, yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm pretty cool with that.
I mean, that would be quite greedy, but yeah.
It's very greedy.
It costs a lot of money.
It is absolutely very greedy, but you know that your AA might, or your Morphling might have a tough game, so you want to be that secondary scaling core. And Centaur's going to be able to go for the auras for the team, right? He's going to be able to go for the Hood, Vanguard, Pipe, etc. if you do need it, versus sanking an AA and techies. And you can go greedy. You're playing versus techies, right? So if the game gets to these later stages, which it can just happen, like you're going to be able to scale immensely. So I'm quite all right with them going for a greed route, because as they're doing excellent in all 3 lanes, so. And always want to fly. Even though they do give up that death, he's still doing his job nicely afterwards.
Yeah, like Vincire's farm's still perfectly fine down here. No question about it. They'll be happy with how this goes, especially when we've seen how much PuckChamp's lane can mess with other carries.
That's very rare to see happen, actually. An AA killing an Enchantress. Strikes back. But V-Tune dies again.
Or again. I mean, they might be. Can they always want to fire?
I think they can.
Oh, there you have it. I mean, he may have been farming all right, V-Tune, but now 2 times in the lane. I mean, the PuckChamp signature Sand King Techies duo definitely getting the job done.
Krylet also might be in some trouble up here. Yeah, he's gone. The Skeletons, though, can they do the work? They can't. Iceberg, forced to ult.
I mean, he's trying to dive in onto Desperate, but Desperate's got to Carlos as the backup, and now with the ult coming to an end, Desperate sees the opportunity to strike.
Nice stuff. 5 kills already. Ramses will be the big winner, at least from the side of Na'Vi, but they've done a good job bottom. Even though Morph is still like top of CS, these kills matter. The Sand King's level 5 now because of those. And I think he's already halfway towards that Blink Dagger as well. Okay, he bought a bunch of cheap items. He actually bought a bottle. All right, cool.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, that's kind of interesting, yeah.
Yeah, guess he wants to just play in the lane a little bit more since he did not have stacks to farm on. So he just wants to be able to constantly be able to
look at this
throw stuns
here.
out.
He's
nice block.
He's blocking this up so Desperate can close in, but charges out in time. Actually, not able to make the jump in time there, Desperate.
Ramses, he's quite alone. He's tanky.
Yeah, these two can't do enough on their own against Ramses now with the Vanguard. Very hard to kill this Centaur.
Yeah, you don't know. They didn't know where Roger is either, so they tried to take advantage of a second that he wasn't, but now Roger is back up to top lane. Rotation coming out. This time they can get Ramses.
Yeah, if they have Desperate coming in like this, Ramses doesn't stand a chance. There, Ramses in position that showed that he was not prepared at all for Desperate to make that sort of TP into the trees. Catches him by surprise.
Good stuff so far from PuckChamp. Bella's still looking to try to go for this Astral. Wants to try to go for the suicide. They can't get the stun from the tree line, though. Always want to fly, though.
Spirit Breaker instead.
Got him.
And we have it. Easily done. Burrow Strike. And a Blast Off. That'll get the job done every single time now down here.
I can't believe I'm actually kind of like liking the techies. You know, I think the hero is definitely legit, especially into some type of situations like this when you're playing versus a Morphling, but I'm actually enjoying watching it, which is, it just never happens. I hate that hero. And it's going to be the same approach. He's got the Lincolns queued up on the Morphling. It's the same thing we saw the other day from Team Unique when they put, or Team Windstrike when they played versus the techies. He's got ult if he wants to skill it. They're going to force him.
Yeah, they puts the point into it now.
Couple more hits. Charge coming through. And they will. Can they turn for always want to fly? He's got Bulldoze, though. So the stuns will only last a fraction of a second.
Yeah, against the three of them. They don't want to take this fight here. Krillin and Dakalis down bottom.
Yeah, they're going to get him again.
He's in again. Ooh.
The Stampede. It bails him away.
Oh, my goodness. Very, very close, though.
Nice tip. Appreciates that move from Ramses. Mine? V-Tune?
This is starting to turn into quite the dangerous place to farm here for V-Tune.
Definitely is.
Very, very careful.
has
And it's the same approach that we saw from Windstrike. They went for the Lincolns on the Morphling. He got it very early, I believe, in that game. I think it was like 15 to 17 minutes. I can't remember exactly when. Oh, and look at that. They get the Possess Mask for the Morphling. The Dream. So Vtoon should be able to keep himself at least topped off during all these moves.
That's very important.
Very important
in a
for
game
sure.
like this with techies, with these mines hanging around, yeah.
Oh, and the tread swap is absolutely the thing that saves him before actually the Stampede comes out. So very
Yeah,
nice
he would've been
awareness
dead
from
for sure.
Vtoon.
Very well done. As mid lane.
Where's the
To
ult?
pop out that.
Look at
I know,
Iceberg. He's going Midas. I mean, he's
like
going
it.
full green. I'm fine with that.
I think, yeah, you're absolutely right that he can go as greedy as he wants.
Yeah.
There's a techies on the enemy team.
Exactly.
There's a techies. You got to go greedy.
We're going to be in for a long one, I believe.
Yeah, I wouldn't be. I kind of want him to go Midas and Radiance, honestly, and I think he probably will. Right? Do you think he will go both?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
He's not
Midas,
playing
Radiance.
versus some like crazy ranged physical carry, so he doesn't need to go for like a halberd type of build like that. I think he can go for his own selfish stuff. Desperate. Let's get silenced up. It's a long duration one. The DD. Oh!
He's over with the Dissimulate. He's up for the high ground, but the charge is there. They're in on
They
to
got him.
Desperate. They'll take him down. Now the turnover towards Dekalis. Na'Vi quick to pick up 2 kills there in the mid. As Iceberg will be very happy with that. That's going to go nicely into his fun towards this Midas.
And now because he has Possessed Mask on Morphling too, and they took top tower so early, Morphling's just going to get the hell out of the bottom lane, stay away from the techies, and they're probably going to send Ramses down there to soak the pressure. After they look to take out this mid tower, Melis is slowing down the push. Astro's being sneaky though. I actually love this move. The smoke into set up the mines around the Ancients. You know Morph's going to farm. This guy's a techies player.
Yeah, this is going to catch someone. This is definitely going to catch someone. It's back around the mid. They get the grab on to always want to fly. They'll try and charge out, but not able to charge anything in the distance. They'll get the tower deny.
Very nice.
Taking a little bit of that away from Na'Vi.
Dude, Astro's going to get somebody here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, is it going to be Ramses?
Ramses going to see him?
Well, they don't know the mines are there, so yep, he's going to be sneaky.
Sure.
They're pinging it out. Ramses is going to be the one to farm this, but eventually.
Or maybe the blast.
Are they actually going to? Oh, they might be able to get him. Yep. Woo!
There we go.
And he takes the Ancient. Thank you.
Easy.
That ward's probably going to get countered, but he's got the control of the area. So, and this is where Morphling wants to live. So Vtoon, he's got to go elsewhere too, because now he knows his Ancients are not going to be safe. This is good stuff from Astral. Techies player. Mela is the top net worth of the game, though. He's got that blink super early on Sanking. They're looking to get active. Immediate smoke.
Healed. Where are you going?
And who are they? I guess they're after the morph?
Oh, yeah. Always go for the morph.
That's the big catch.
Oop.
Yeah.
Half his HP gone. Good hero.
But the thing is, so as a techies, when you've done that sort of play, like you can't go straight back there, right? Like Na'Vi aren't going to fall for that a second time. You got to you start setting up somewhere else, or what's the move?
Keep setting up for those camps. I think this is just the way to play the techies.
Like
you set up the mines on the
yeah.
camps with it just not expected. You're like, oh, it's just a small camp. Boom. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
I love when you're these
nice.
people. I mean, I say I love it. I hate when the techies are this sneaky, but this is the way that you play the hero. It's super obnoxious. I wouldn't be surprised if we do see, like, honestly, like an early gem even coming out from Na'Vi.
Who would carry it?
Abba. Abba can't die.
Abba.
If you see the mines, like, you'll never die to
true.
it. You always have the opportunity to bail yourself out. So I think they could look to go for one relatively early on, because always want to fly. His items don't matter this game.
Desperate.
Breaker. Desperate.
He's going to get caught in the combo.
They got him.
He allows himself to get silenced there. He had step and dissimulate. Maybe just feeling confident. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what he was feeling confident.
I'm not sure either.
He just lets himself get 4 hits there from the abandoned dive.
Oh, that's what he DC'd. Okay, right.
There we go. I mean, that's what he's telling his teammates. He's like,
oh, blue screen. I mean, maybe he actually did DC. All right.
Okay.
All right.
The old blue screen. I've not been hit by. Actually, no, that's a lie. I was actually hit by a blue screen yesterday.
Wait, really?
Yeah, yeah. I was something that I was using USB wise. I took it out, and then my computer just came up with the blue screen. I don't like how nowadays the blue screen has that patronizing, unhappy face. You know what I mean?
It is
just
quite patronizing.
Oh no,
true.
sorry about that.
Oh, look at this beautiful. Oh, dude, man. I have this weird. I don't know how to feel. Like I hate this, but I love it. Gets all the ancients as well. Look at that.
He's having a good game so far, 1-1 and 4. Vtoon obviously did well against the pressure, as we said. His farm's still great, but they were able to at least farm some kills out of him, which might not have slowed down his game, but definitely gave a nice boost here to both Astral and of course Melez.
And look at, I mean, Roger's got Midas queued as well. This is the pub strat versus the techies. You pick techies, I go for Midas's. We saw him about to die when before that pause did come out. He was like 50 HP, so Melis picks up another one. Mega kill.
Yeah, honestly, against techies, I think everyone can buy a Midas.
I think everybody should.
Everybody buy
Ramsey's queued up.
Buy a Midas. Ramsey, everybody just buy a Midas. That's what you do against the techies.
And it will be that Radiance, yeah, for Iceberg, as we see.
Yeah.
But it is done on Ramses. So the one to be able to really soak a good amount of damage here. And it is going to be the Lincolns, right? On the Morphling, just making sure. Because I saw the Ring of Health, and I assume because he's playing versus Sanking. Okay. So you go for this type of greedy build. Also versus Wraith King, you got a good ways to cover yourself. Sure, you're still going to get annoyed quite heavily from a hero like Void Spirit when he gets Ags, but another kill that they're able to find.
Some significant burst here between the three of them.
Do you see that as well? Do you see what Vutun's got queued up afterwards? Is that a Mage Slayer?
It is. So he's got the Mage Slayer queued up. I mean, what T was on about this the other day. He was a huge fan of this item.
Yeah, but he wasn't a carry. He was playing a Nyx versus a Leshrac. I mean, he's versus good magic damage. I swear
we were talking about it. He was buying it. He was advocating for a PL to buy it, actually. He was very excited about a PL potentially buying it. He liked it in these sort of situations where there's a PL, maybe you buy a hood, but you get this instead. It's giving you magic resistance, and it's giving you a lot of offensive potential.
Okay, yeah. I mean, we'll see if he does have to go for it. Always want to fly. He's got the charge on the A. Goodbye, Ducalis.
See if they can set up the kill for V-Tune. Would be rather nice if they can give this to the Morph. And... oh, they won't be able to.
Nope.
Have to sort of speed it up a bit there as the Ice Blast comes out. I mean, yeah, we'll see if he continues for it. I mean, as you say, he's got it queued up. I don't mind. You know, you've got waveform attacks, so you're going to be sliding in, you're going to be debuffing multiple heroes as well.
You're going for the long... I was about to say, is it because of the long game?
No,
is he going for the later stages, the level 20 talent to hit them all? Because he's already got the magic resist talent built in, so it's like... I mean, whatever. They're probably just thinking that they can just win the game if they scale.
Yeah, I think that at the end of the day, yeah, the action's not really going to kick off too much from Na'Vi until, like, V-Tune has, like, 5 items anyway. Yeah. So, yeah, well, what does it matter if Mage Slayer is one of them? And, yeah, I think Mage Slayer definitely has its benefits.
Yeah, I can see it. I can see the reasoning why. Versus, like, Void Spirit and Sand King cores, right? And versus the techies in the game. It's quite a lot of magic damage.
Versus the mines, yeah,
you know,
it's going to take away quite a bit of it.
I think I need actually a T, because I think this game is going to take quite a long time. So, and I think it's going to be pretty slow. Let's get ourselves some drinks to prepare ourselves for the later stages. Roger, getting close to his Midas.
Could be a longer one.
This is definitely going to be one of those.
So, Roger. They found him. Yeah, they got the Ducalis here as well. Easily got the damage. They'll throw out the blast.
I think it's good that he saves Epi, though. Yeah, don't waste Epicenter on a kill like an Enchantress. Save Epi for those big cores. The Centaur, the Morphling in particular.
Got charge coming in on Desperate. But he should be fine here. Multiple ways to still jump out. That's not something that always want to fly us down top of.
The mines. Oh, they walk on top of the mines. I don't know how many there were top. I think I only saw 3 or 4 up on that top lane. As Lincoln's is done for V-Tune, so much safer versus just the Sand King stun and suicide combo that we've seen quite a bit.
So, I think there's 5 mines.
It's 5?
Five
okay.
mines.
I was trying to count it. It looked like... yeah, okay, yeah, it looks like 5. I see the 5 little green thingies. So they force the ult.
I mean, they're probably going to be able to kill Iceberg after.
Sure
They've got Desperate and Melez in position. They have. There we go. Is Astral able to set up the potential for another kill to be found?
Give him a little golf clap for that one. Nice, nice, nice. Astral in the next spot. He's already preparing the next spot of mines. I hear an explosion. I believe they did find one.
Ramses tried to catch him with the Ice Blast on the way out, but not quite able to get the hit. And even so, Ramses not that low.
Disgusting techies play 2 parts toward the Aghanims already.
Always want to fly. He tried charging in, but the mines were there. We'll see V-Tune try and get some kills out of this, though. He's in onto Ducalis. Tries to turn towards Melez, but Melez out with the Sandstorm. No detection between these two, so Melez will live.
I love seeing Morphling versus Sand King. In the lane, can be a little annoying, of course, for the Morph, but as that mid-game, you just see the potential. Waveform in plus Burrow Strikes always in the game is incredibly potent. These mines. I wonder who's it going to catch. Is it going to be Roger being greedy? Does Roger have his Midas? Is he going to go to Midas and explode?
Oh, no.
I think it's going to...
Yeah, these mines will kill him. If he wants the kill, he can do it. Does he want the kill?
He's pinging it. He's like, do you want to do it?
I mean, do you want to take an Enchantress or not?
He's like, no, wait for a bigger
I don't think so. I think he waits for a bigger play here.
Oh, no, the skeletons. They've revealed it. They've revealed that there's vision in the area.
Tower is under attack.
See Roger.
Mine's also being set up around mid. Nice play here from PuckChamp. Ducalis, he spotted. He
gonna
stepped up
charge
too
straight in on
far.
this.
Oh,
They're going to get the jump in. Straight away onto Always Want to Fly. They got the Remnant pullback as well. They've controlled and killed the Spirit Breaker.
Radiance online for Krylat. Ramses not even going for Blink Dagger this game. I think that's a key of what you know, when it's this type of game. Doesn't need to initiate fights, just needs to tank up.
Got to tank up and farm.
There's an Epi coming in. A-Blast
with
whiff.
the Epi. That's not going to get the hit on Ramses. As Ramses, he's more than fine to keep fighting. He's got the Stampede. He's going to charge in straight away, looking for the squish. He's trying to get on top of Ducalis. Dust is out. Ducalis on a high. Krilla will hold back Ramses with a Rate Fire Blast, and that's enough to save PuckChamp's supports.
They actually don't lose anybody. Nobody dies. An Epicenter, an AA Blast, and a Stampede, and nobody actually ends up going down. Keeping it very close here.
Stay themselves on the map. Still watching this little camp over here. I mean, someone's going to head over there. I mean, honestly, at the moment, Roger is really doing a blessing for his team that he's the one farming this, so nobody else is going to get baited into hitting the creeps hit.
They should know that there's a ward around there, too, with how the skeletons move. They shouldn't, not about the mind, but they should know that there's vision of some aspect, because the skeletons literally just ran right over there, so. They'll find Roger mid.
They do get the Ice Blast connection this time onto Ramses. We've got one mine here, not enough to set Ramses underneath the threshold though. Astral's trying to back off, but Vincere will be able to snipe him with the adaptive strike. 2 for 1. Maybe even more. Okay, no, the Burrow Strike, that's it. Unless Krilla can get in on this. Krilla, he's got Rate Fire Blast up in a second. Vincere is continuing to clean up the supports though. He blows up the Carlis. Lincoln's Fear been taken out. Vincere tough to go on here, full health and with the strength built up. And this backup of Iceberg. Iceberg starting to run down Krilla. Burrow Strike off the mark. Desperate trying to jump in onto Vincere, but not enough control or damage to threaten this morph as Vincere is more than fine.
Uh-oh, Desperate. Silence comes out. Do they have the burst? Ooh, and he tries to actually turn. Ooh, he tried to turn into the Void Spirit and Aether Remnant him. Nice try there from V-Tune. Ah, the best item in the game when there's a techies, the fillet.
That is true. Who takes that? Well, I guess the AA or Astral. Who gets dibs on that? Ducalis or Astral?
I think you give that to Astral, yeah.
Yeah. Speed up this Ags.
Hell yeah.
Which is already getting very, very close to having it here, techies.
Desperate almost has his Ags too on the Void Spirit. And as we were saying, you know, that is going to be very effective versus the Morphling, who, sure, you're covered against the target stuns, but the blanket AoE stuns will be problematic. Here, Happy being round up. Ramses.
They're going to try and throw everything down onto Ramses. This time round, have they got enough to burst him? He's trying to get out with the Stampede, but the Cold Feet kicks in. They'll take him down.
Oh, Desperate.
Ramses gone and Always Want to Fly. Burrow Strike comes out from Melez onto the 2 of them. Rillet trying to step in for more. Burrow time about to come to an end here. See if they can get their hands on Iceberg. Another great jump from Melez. Another 2-man Burrow Strike into the blast off. They blow up Iceberg. Rate Fire Blast down onto Roger. The Remnant won't grab him, but they're running him down. Another stun. Melez making a lot of magic happen here with that Arcane Rune. Just stun after stun after stun. Sets up for pretty much all of those 4 kills there for PuckChamp.
PuckChamp's killing it. Keeping on looking for these kills, and this, you know, this Iceberg, the Midas, it's really delayed his Radiance. He's still not even close to it. I think he's got the Relic, and that's it. Full recipe away as almost gets out with the Centaur, but the Cold Feet procs.
I mean, yeah, that must be just sort of on the edge of the proc.
Yeah.
And, I mean, is this sort of play from PuckChamp that definitely seems...
Oh! V-Tune almost dies, but I think his bonus magic resist actually saves him versus that hard camp mines.
I think the talent might have just made the difference, indeed. And we see this whole team fight, again, oh, mid? No, okay, Ice Blast isn't going to catch anyone.
It's all Melis, honestly. Melis is the one causing all of these problems with these double stuns and just getting the perfect lineups. This is really good stuff.
Oh, that was a little close. A little close there, Melez. T-pin out as the charge was just about to connect.
3K lead.
I mean, it's a fast, 21-9. It's almost as if, with the techies, they sort of wanted to draw Na'Vi into this sense of security of saying, oh, it's going to be a long game, we're going to farm, we're going to, Midas everybody, Radiance, let's go. And then PuckChamp are actually, they're bringing the action. They are going to try and hit Na'Vi whilst they're still at this point of the game where the Na'Vi that they do want to play for the later stages, at least with some of these items that they've shown.
Yeah, they're getting punished for the greed for sure. And this Aghanims is already done on techies. That is very early.
Radiant's bottom tower.
So now Ramses has Blink. So now they have actual ways to make plays rather than just suiciding always want to fly. Iceberg.
Desperate. He's going in. Melez will be able to break the link as...
Did they get the silence?
Over
they get it off.
Desperate. He needs a little help here, Desperate. They come in.
Stun.
A stolen bow striking onto the three of them as they'll jump in, get
Very
the control
nice.
onto Desperate. Ramses will die for this. Melez going in again with another two-man bow
the charge.
strike. Oh,
It stops the suicide.
it's got to be careful.
And we did see V2 and he committed, by the way. The Mage Slayer is online, as we mentioned. So going for that 20 talent, more than likely. We'll be able to apply that magic null... What? I don't even know what it's even called. What's the debuff even called, actually?
What we got?
Does it actually have a name?
Oh, that's just lazy.
Mage Slayer.
It's the same name.
It's the same name.
Oh,
so, all right,
come
well,
on.
he'll apply...
We need a different
He'll
name
apply
there.
the
Come
Mage
on.
Slayer onto the with the Mage Slayer.
With the Mage Slayer. I mean, come on. Let's have a bit of effort put in, please. Can we have a different name for the passive? Thank you.
But they do get the silence. Very importantly, the Abaddon gets the 4th hit off onto Desperate there and able to actually take him down. So starting to get a little bit back here for the side of Na'Vi. Boom!
There he goes.
Look, did you see Iceberg's camera? There was no reaction. He's just like motionless. Another one. Astral finds.
Oh no.
Hilarious.
Poor old Iceberg.
Hilarious. That's a good. The Enchantress voice. They can set up for a Roche now. I mean, you're playing
Yeah,
into
they're gonna
techies,
try.
so
2 down.
the techies can definitely set up the area to make it quite tough for Na'Vi. It's working, Owen.
Oh, it's looking pretty good here from PuckChamp.
Astral. I said it the other day too when they picked it. I was like, next game, you just ban this. You don't want to play versus this.
No, they're definitely making again a further case for that.
Roche.
Yeah. There we have it. Well, that Aegis, good to go for the next fight.
Has fallen to the
And Melos instantly pops the invis. He's already on the prowl.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
And Mike Cat? Okay, no. It doesn't really have any further backup in Melez, so just getting some information. We'll start to make the way over now from the mid here, PuckChamp.
Na'Vi's feeling quite pressured, though. Look at the way they're posturing in their jungle.
And there's the jump. They're going to jump Ramses and always want to fly here at the same time. Melez trying to get the epi going.
Melez in trouble.
Keep pushing on. Always want to fly. He's not going to be able to charge away in time. Iceberg, borrowed time goes off. Trying to turn over towards Krillert. Krillert's still got a second life. The borrowed time comes to an end. Remnant into the Ice Blast. They blow up Iceberg. Desperate and Krillert, they're ready to keep pushing on. Always want to fly, trying to get Desperate off the two of them. But the stun's out. It's Na'Vi, they're just having to rip back off. They're going to try and get back in onto the squishes and get the jump onto Takalis.
No detection.
But he's all right, and always want to fly. He's going to get run down, taken out by Krillert, Desperate, and Astral. They will lose Takalis. Still Na'Vi having to be very careful about how they take these fights. Roger. He steps in. Gonna get caught by the combo. Got a few mines around here as well, so Na'Vi's got to be careful. Let some of them off here. Ramses.
He's tanking.
Now get focused here by Krillert. Desperate, the blast shot's back up. He's in. Ramses is gone. They've got the reincarnate. They're ready for round 2. They're going to be able to bring down the Morph as well. That's V-Tune dead. Roger, he's got no hope here either, as he cannot escape these 3. PuckChamp, they are just crushing Na'Vi. As I said, Na'Vi, they wanted to go for the greed. They thought they'd get a little bit of peace and quiet where they could sit back and, wait things out. But PuckChamp, with their techies, they're not playing passive. They don't sit back and mine up the map. They're getting incredibly active here. 31 kills at 26 minutes in.
And you have no way to dispel the silence off of the Morphling because he went Mage Slayer. So a silence from techies comes in that lasts an eternity, 7 seconds, and then a double dissimulate, double 8 pulse. I can't think of it. Resident Pulse. Thank you. Yeah. Double pulse from Desperate comes out and silences him twice. So look at this. Look how long he's silenced. You just can't do much of anything.
Yeah, that is true. When the actions come in like this, the Mage Slayer does look a bit, yeah, because it's not doing anything for you against this. There's a little defensive component, a 20% magic resist it's not keeping you alive, as we're seeing. You're still dying because of this silence.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Na'Vi does not look like they're enjoying the game either. Every time the camera turns to them, they just look
Techies.
very sad, very serious.
Oh boy.
Skylet up to the high ground.
Yeah, why not?
Level 20
They
now.
know that Na'Vi's struggling to fight.
And he's got the sign on the push as well too with the remote mine. So if they want to go in,
I mean, they're trying to
they
fight
have to
it.
be careful.
They get the stun out the Krillin, but the Ice Blast is coming
Boom.
over. Ramses gets blown up. Ramses is gone. Always Wanna Fly is taken out by Desperate. Iceberg, the Boruto's about to come to an
V2's
end.
dead.
As they've lost 3, Iceberg, he's not even going to get out. There's 4 dead again on Na'Vi. PuckChamp, they are destroying them. And as you say, that this team has no right to get the techies through the draft. If you're not banning this hero, PuckChamp are just destroying a team that last game completely walked over them.
It's a level 18 techies now. Oh, man.
Look at this, right? Astra's having a right great time there. He's got a big smile on his face.
Tips the AA as well. You know, just remote mines. Why not give them some amplification with some nice ice vortexes too? As they just call it.
They don't want to play.
They're like,
they
screw
don't
this.
play.
Get me out of here. Get me to the next game.
Get me out of
Let's
it.
get techies out of the game.
They don't want to play. I mean,